Hola estudiantes, esto es un repaso de los verbos reflexivos de página 7 en el libro. You guys learned these in chapter 2a of Realidades 2, but just a quick review. Many reflexive verbs in Spanish usually describe daily routine actions, such as acostarse, to go to bed, which also is a stem-changing verb from O to UE. Afeitarse, to shave. Arreglarse, to fix or to arrange. Bañarse, to take a bath. Cepillarse, to brush oneself. Despertarse, to wake up. It's a stem change from E to IE. Ducharse, to shower oneself. Lavarse, to wash oneself. Pintarse, to paint oneself, like your nails. Ponerse, to put on oneself, like clothing items. Secarse, to dry oneself, like your hair or your body. Y vestirse, to dress oneself. E stem changes to I. So just a couple examples of how to conjugate a reflexive verb. Remember, we're going to take off the se, bring it to the front of the verb when we conjugate it, and make it me, te, se, nos, os, that should say os, or se, depending on who the subject is. And then you just conjugate it like the verb that it is. This is an AR, so o, as, a, amos, an. One more example, despertarse, take off the se, bring it into the front, me, te, se, nos, os, se, and I gotta write that down, and then we just conjugate it like an AR verb, o, as, a, amos, ais, an. So that's pretty much how you conjugate a reflexive verb. The only thing you have to worry about is if it's like a stem changing verb, like this one is. The next rule that you need to remember about reflexive verbs is where to put the reflexive pronoun. Remember, the reflexive pronouns are me, te, se, nos, os, se, and where to put them. When there's one verb, they come before the verb, like in these examples, but when there's two verbs, you can also attach them to the infinitive. So, for example, I can put the me before the conjugated verb, me lavo, or I can attach it to the infinitive verb, voy a lavarme la cara. So there's really two places when I have two verbs that I'm dealing with. If I have a conjugated verb followed by an infinitive verb, I can attach the reflexive pronoun, or I can put the reflexive pronoun before the conjugated verb. Last rule to remember with reflexive pronouns, because we're usually talking about things that we do to ourselves, like to our own bodies. When we're talking about parts of the body and articles of clothing, we don't use, like in English we say, I put on my jacket, or I brush my teeth, or you wash your face. You don't do that in Spanish. In Spanish, you just use the definite article. Remember, the definite articles are el, la, los, and las. And so I would just say, me pongo la chaqueta. And I know it's my jacket if I'm the one putting it on. Me cepillo los dientes. If I'm the one brushing myself, obviously they're my teeth. So I don't say mis dientes, I use the definite article, los dientes. One more example, te lavas la cara, you wash your face. I didn't say tu cara here, but I know it's your face because you yourself are washing yourself. So there was just a quick review of reflexive pronouns. Hasta luego!